Hey, what's going on everybody? Justin here again, and today I have an unreleased set. This set comes out on March 1st of this year, so in 2 weeks, and that is the Trevi Fountain. This is set number 21062, and this retails for $160 and has 1,880 pieces. Now this is such a great improvement over the first edition of the Trevi Fountain, which came out, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. So I think that the increase in about 1,000 pieces has just gone to great use. And we're gonna go ahead and take a look at that. And we're gonna compare this to just a few other things and just see what this is overall and where the pros and cons are. So if you like the way that sounds, please like and subscribe, and let's go ahead and take a look. So here's a close-up of the Trevi Fountain. Now, I think that they did a great job overall. I don't have any complaints about this set. You can complain about the price, but it is a new set, and they do give you 1,880 pieces for $160. So for those people who care about price per piece, and not all of these are small pieces. There are a ton of larger pieces. They do give you the printed tile on the front, which is indicative of all kind of architecture sets anyways. You got these street lamps build and a lot of rock work going on. You have 5 minifigs in here, 2 of which are just half. They don't have the bottoms, the legs, that is. There's a ton of detailing going on up here, with the coat of arms, and overall, this is fantastic. I like the rock work, and then it transitions into the more wet rocks to kind of give it more character and dimension. They do have window builds back here because this is part of another building. This isn't just a facade in real life. This is a large building, so I do really like that they did that. Going around to the side, you can see that the detail just looks amazing from every angle, and then straight down on the back. But that's fine because this is just about the fountain, not about the whole building. And on the back, they do a great job in just making it completely white. And the reason that is so important, not just because it looks better, but because of the front side. Now, this is all huge pieces, which again, price per piece, these give you some very large pieces. Now, with them being all white, the reason that's important is because as you look through those windows, you can see straight through the back, and that's what those white pieces are. So you don't want to see a lot of texture and a lot of things through those windows. You just want to see that solid background. So using those white bricks is perfect. They have these stair builds on the side for people to walk up and walk off to the side, which in real life, that's a way to exit. And now they're doing other things with bridges and stuff like that. But overall, this is fantastic. The leaf detailing is great, even though there's not leaf detailing in real life. And again, the coloring for the pink is perfect, and I'll show you why. Here's a picture of the real one. You can see that with age, some of the coloring has changed, and although there's gold in here, they just stuck with pink across the board. And you can see all of these different colors that are going on and the different statues, which all have their own meanings. So the coloring on this was absolutely perfect and needed. Now, the only thing I have is I wish they would have given us this printed tile, but they just gave us the white one. So it is what it is, but overall, fantastic job. Now, one question I have seen is, what scale is this? This is not minifig scale. This is not micro scale. This is an odd scale. So here are the street lamps, and here is a minifig. You can see they're about the same size. So what that means is you can't have the street lamps on there and the minifig. But if we just put the minifig in there, it does look better without the street lamps. I think that this would fit into a city, and you can mock this easily by taking off the base and just putting this on a base plate or a Mills plate and just doing whatever you want. I think that this would look fantastic because a minifig fits. If you take these off and you want to throw Omega in there because she's also at the fountain, cool. I think this, again, looks great. We can throw a dog in there. I think the scale works absolutely fine. Now, the only thing you'd have to do is throw in some street lamps. And overall, I think this fits into a city and would look really, really good. If you want to put your street lamps further out because it would look better and not detract from the fountain itself, I think that's completely fine too. But you can see that this can be modified to fit into a city, especially at minifig scale, and you wouldn't have this huge issue. Yeah, the statues are the same size as the minifigs at that point, but that's a very minor complaint. So if you really want to make this minifig scale, there is that option. I myself am going to leave it as Lego is presenting it, and that's because it's just going to go on a different shelf where all my other kind of travel stuff is. So yeah, that is the Trevi Fountain in a nutshell. There's a ton going on. There's a ton good. I only have one complaint, and that's at the top, not being a printed tile, but everything about this is perfect to me. I think they did a great job, and I think this is a huge upgrade over the old one. I don't think there's any debate there. I don't think you can debate the old one's better in any way unless you say price, but that's because it has 1,000 less pieces. So yeah, more than 1,000 less pieces. So overall, the detailing you get with the shell and Oceanus and all these other things going on, all the statues and all the detailing, perfect, perfect. And this is an 18 plus set, but it is pretty easy to build. I don't think you need to be 18, of course, to build this and to build it easily. I think most people can do this, just takes a little time, but the hardest part is probably these windows and the patience with putting all these clips in. But other than that, this is an incredibly easy build, and it goes together really quickly where you build the outsides at the lower level, and then the inside, and then the outside, and then the inside, and that's after you build up this base. So yeah, it's a really easy build on a amazing and fantastic looking set. So overall, I think this is a great set. I like that they're still sticking with the nameplate on the front of it like they do other architecture sets, and I like all of the detail that went in, especially with the minifigs, because that is something that they weren't able to do before. So I think they did a great job in doing that. I like the color usage because it breaks it up from just being gray and white, which it's not in real life. There are some colors and there is some aging going on, and I think that's why this one looks so much better, especially when you scale it up by 1,000 pieces. You're allowed to just add so much more detail. Now again, this is an architecture set, so it's not meant to go into a city and fit seamlessly in scale wise, but overall I think this is just a great scale, and it allows it to give the detail needed while also remaining small enough to fit on a shelf. So yeah, $160. I wish it were a little bit cheaper, but it is 1,880 pieces. So I do understand where they got the price point at. And not all these pieces are tiny 1x1s. There's a lot of plates. There's a lot of huge parts on the backs, as you saw. So I do think that the 1,880 pieces were used well. So yes, I do think this set's overall a great set. My target price for this would be closer to $130, which it certainly will go on sale at some point. But yeah, $130 would have been my target price point, where I feel far more comfortable than the $160. But seeing this in person a couple weeks before it releases, I just had to get it because I love the Trevi fountain, and I love having been there. So again, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Leave your comments down below on what you think of this set, and I look forward to talking with some of you. So thanks again for watching.